It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers under the lights on Thursday night.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for a kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get, and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense, and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
Anytime you find yourself on the road, you want to do anything you can early to establish yourself and quiet this crowd. And I'll tell you, there's no better way than to take the opening kickoff nearly all the way and set up your offense with great field position to start this game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing on the first play is Jones. He runs with it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds. The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Slayton is the man in motion. Jones now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Joseph's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
At one point, this guy was one of the top superstars in the entire league, and I don't think he's fallen as far from that as people want to imagine. This is still a winning quarterback in the NFL, and historically, what's been a very dynamic dual threat approach in his game has turned to more of a passing style as he's gotten older. But if he puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen over the years, he's going to be a hard one to beat.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Giants leading this one early. And we're back to the Steel City after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. And he's out of bounds, short of the first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Wilson will throw again. First down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And off the deflection, it is taken in. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Talk about being in the right place at the right time. That ball was not even intended for him, but hey, sometimes better to be lucky than good, and for the defender, not so much.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Again, Wilson. And And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. I fumbled the football. One of the Giants has it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
Here's 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. Now a play fake. Jones. He's going to keep it himself. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jones. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Steelers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 83 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out to a 7-3 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense going to take over just before the half. trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds,
carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers go out to a 10-3 lead. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, it's Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Wilson. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll run with Harris. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Harris. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Najee Harris, touchdown Pittsburgh. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out in front by the score of 17-3. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But this is taken in by a teammate. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll tuck it and take off. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the 1st down. Back to throw. He'll take off again. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. This one is caught by Robinson. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Harris again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 1st down, right back to Harris. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their 2nd. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Another run here with Harris. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Giants offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the 1st half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the 2nd half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Jones keeping this one. Oh, the ball comes out, and the defense has it.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on 4th down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive, but great job here by the defense coming away with the stop, and now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
The Steelers' offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.